Welcome back to the Scorpia Summer League third qualifier. This is our upper bracket final in the playoffs. What is going on here with Team Raccoons? It is going to be them taking on TPG, of course, TwopicturesGaming, the German team, who ran out comfortable winners in our earlier game on Inferno. Well, as we just saw, good result, if anything, from Flying Raccoons going into this. I, of course, am joined by Mandeep. Hello.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm Mandeep, if anyone didn't know.
Hello, Mandeep. I'm Louis 2K, if anyone didn't know. Because I didn't say my name.
Louis 2K. So we're going to go straight into this game, TPG versus Flying Raccoons. Flying Raccoons have just played a game, so that might be worse on them mentally, especially since their game looked like they didn't have to try that hard. So we'll see what happens.
No, knife round one. TPG going to be starting, as you'd expect, on the CT side, and already it will be 2 players in mid, 2 on B, 1 on the A side. I think that was a similar strat which we saw in the last game. And Flying Raccoons, it's going to be mid control coming in for the T side.
They're coming into this game basically memeing. They just chucked 4 decoys over to the A site.
Well, this utility Dragonite, nice shot, takes down Mike for the headshot. Chaos gets another one, and that's B site pretty much locked away from the Flying Raccoons, and they've now got to regroup. It is Troke and Edgy, and no Norwegian and a Brit against the German side.
Yeah, well, it does look like TPG had a very comfortable first round so far, especially by showing that the only damage taken was on Marius, and it wasn't even that much.
Minute to play. Another kill for Dragonite. That's him on 2, and Edgy or left alone. We'll find one. The Glock has armor, but I think it's going to be a little bit tricky for him to close this out.
Yeah, Marius gets his second as well. It's complete shutdown by TPG there. Not even a single player lost, and they can just invest into this next round freely. Meanwhile, Flying Raccoons will also probably buy into this round since they didn't get the bomb down. They are hoping to get this round with the 4 Deagles and the P250.
And it is going to be most of the players going towards mid. I think it's just a default. No, it's just going to be a mid, if anything. Mid heavy presence coming up from the Flying Raccoons, who won't find anything just yet. Normal TPG for now, but at least they know there's lots of mid presence from the Flying Raccoons. And a nice shot by Mike opens it up, and Dragonite wanted to get something, gets Mike to 20 feet, but nothing else just yet, and Flying Raccoon's going to be boosting into jungle yet again.
Yeah, well, even though Dragonite does get 1 onto carry, it's just trades. Cypher. The trades are coming out so fast from this Flying Raccoon side. They almost call it Rocket Raccoons again. God damn it. Anyway, and it's just left Marius here in this 1v3 where he's probably just going to save his armor and the MP9. Maybe go for some exits.
And the exits would be useful. Is he actually moving, or was he just kind of disconnected from society? So I do that.
He is moving.
Yay! Welcome back, Marius.
Yeah. I'm going to guess he just tabbed out.
Yep. That's
a reasonable assumption.
I mean, I don't really know what that feels like, because I don't play. You know, I can imagine it's a painful experience.
Yeah. Full screen windowed mode squad. It's so much easier. If you haven't tried it out, I recommend it, chat.
I just prefer playing on 4x3. That's what I've just gotten used to.
Yeah, 4x3. Well, I mean, the younger gamers will know that will probably go. Yeah, let's play 1080. Let's play the native resolution. Let's play ultra wide. Let's play the resolutions where you can see everything.
I don't really know what's going on in chat, but hello everyone in chat. It is 1-1. Mike gets an opener in favour Flying Raccoons towards the B side. TPG, it's a really mixed buy, and it's all falling apart for them. Sifo, Troke, they each find kills. Marius and Chaos are left, and they find something here which they just getting shut down. Sorry, you were saying?
And I just said Kobe for the grenade there from Troke, but it seems to be the same thing that they capitalized against the earlier side of CSGS. It just seems to be that they keep on going towards this. Keep on going towards the area of the map that TPG aren't playing, and it seems to be jungle again. Choke just found a free entry in there.
Really? Choke's just... Oh, he predicted the players pushed out, but EL or EL1 hasn't really expected anything just yet. It is TPG who have stacked towards the A site. Might have been a good idea,
timing
but...
is superb, but he does get it through the smoke in the end, and gets another one on Chaos.
Therefore, he predicted a player there. Won't get anything just yet. Troke is a third for him, and he might want an ace here. Edgy just going to steal that from him. Slash the P250 on the B side, but maybe nothing else available for TPG in this round. Yeah,
he should probably just go for some exits here. If he can stop the bomb plant, stop the bomb plant, but by all means. But there just doesn't seem to be a way. Edgy actually using the Bison, being a bit memey, being a bit cocky. And it's another round for Flying Raccoon side. It just seems to be memeing all over every game they've played so far.
Two side, they've got so much money to work with. That's starting to build up now, but lots of bonus rounds coming up for them at this point because they've got to be careful. Oh, here we go. Both sides now going to buy it after I say it's a bonus round.
Yeah, straight up gun round for the Flying Raccoon side. They don't want to leave anything to chance anymore. They do still have their scout on Decipher though, who can probably pick up the AK left into mid.
There's a scout, but TPG have the man advantage to work with M4s and AWP as well. Flying Raccoons, they've still got something up their sleeve here. It is just really, they're all split up all over the map, and this could be damaging unless they try and group up sooner. EL1 will receive a bit of damage early on, but at the moment Flying Raccoons, they are just playing for the information at this point, and I think they're working off the guys in mid to see how they can really progress and try and get something.
Yeah, it seems to be a very, very interesting push so far from the Flying Raccoons. They're boosting again. They're just trying to keep trying to play this open sniper's nest position, and it's worked again. Like the players gotten into jungle again for free, and he does get the kill, and another, and another. Trope just going off. Cypher does spot the one into CT.
Yeah, TPG has not been that good. Again, just the mid control has really let them down here. Marius wants to not quite say game over just yet. Finds one from the short angle. Troke, he's aware of this. Chaos does get one. And there's a fourth for Mr. Troke, the Norwegian.
And Troke is left in a 1v1 against Chaos here. Gets it, and he gets the ace. He is just playing out of his mind so far. Troke. He doesn't even have to use the utility. He had full utility by the end of the round, but he just gets it. And now it's 4-1 to Flying Raccoon side.
Just so insane. There's going to be two AWPs being brought out by Flying Raccoons. AKs also. TPG, they've just got pistols. There's nothing they can really do this round. There's a flash in there, the TPG side, and it is just a default coming out. 2 mid, or 2A, 2B, 1 mid. And for the Flying Raccoons, again, they're playing for the mid presence. Bomb heading towards B.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens. It does seem to be a more compact. The double connector seems to be very different. Troke just getting another 2 there.
It's looking so confident. Edgy gets an AK kill on Chaos as well. EL1 just gonna tap away to take down Edgy. A missed opportunity there maybe by the T player. Carrot also missing a shot as the Flying Raccoons take B. Dragon Eye's got to get something. And has just denied the bomb.
And Cypher taking out Dragon. It's now the double ult holding against EL1 on that AK. I'm not sure if EL1 wants to save this or try to go for it. If I were him, I'd probably save it, but then again, everyone knows I'm not the best at CS. So yeah, he's just going to save it with that great AK skin he's got there. The Bloodsport with the full 4 of the Virtus Pro stickers. The old colours, by the way. Speaking of which, what do you think of the new colours of Virtus Pro?
Horrible. I really don't like it. It just doesn't look nice whatsoever.
Yeah, I think they made a mistake.
Did you see that Navi did a meme video of them? Awesome. They did a meme video with like, so they got loads of teams with like orange and black logos, and it was kind of like a funeral video they did for BP.
Fair enough. BP haven't been performing as well recently, so it shouldn't affect the top tier as much as it has in the past. But anyway, let's get back into this lower tier game. Flying Raccoons, TPG, both full buys. The double AWP is actually on the T side, not the CT side, believe it or not. It does look very...
That's always the risk you're taking if you have two AWPs on the T side. Already edgy, just going to be easy and comfortably enough pushing out to take down Marius. There is some response trying to be taken out here by TPG and Slash. He can't do anything either against the AK player. That's 2 kills for him and a great little entry towards the B site here, but Bomb heading... Oh, he is now heading towards the B site.
Yeah, and it's now this is 1v3. He's not got enough HP. Although he does take out one with the AWP, he still has a chance. He'll spot the AWP onto short.
Both sides trying to hit shots, nothing connecting just yet. Bomb is heading back towards the A site in the hands of Troker. He's got an AK himself. For the moment, DragonEye, he's just got to be careful, and timing might play a part in whether he gets a kill here towards the A site or not.
Yeah, and we'll see what we do. Did Troke actually spot DragonEye there?
I don't think so. No, they both know where each other is. So at this point, DragonEye, a tough situation. He's being closed in and will get one at least on Troke, but...
Oh, and if he hit that shot through the wall, he had a free win there. He does pick up the AK. He does know where the bomb's planted. If he could just smoke it off, he could probably just get the free defuse. Cypher, 200 IQ nade, and another round for Flying Raccoons.
Yep, they're taking the German side by storm. So comfortable, so good. Getting this double AWP setup will be retained, along with a load of AKs. There's going to be some M4s, some investment coming out here from TPG, who just aren't looking that strong as they did on that Inferno map early on today.
Oh, and Cypher just missing that shot. That was a crucial shot to hit. He does take some damage to blame for it.
Just keep watching. Flying Raccoons, they've not really been focused. What is that from Chaos? Just been allowed to get 2 deagle shots, and AUI just misses his shot but notices a player towards a ramp area at this point.
Yeah, and it does seem like there is still weak chance for Flying Raccoons, since they've really been able to play mechanically so far, but now both players at least slightly low. I think their chances are all over.
Edgy towards the B side, wants to find something. He knows there's a play on short, but neither side's really able to hit shots at the moment. It's just a really awkward encounter. Nice shot in the end though. It's on Slash. Chaos responds. There's just one more player on site. That is Cypher. Has to clutch this for his team against 3. And he's got the bomb though, and could still make something happen.
And no, Chaos shuts it down. He gets the 4K in the end. EL1 gets the 1 kill, the 1 opener, and TPG are finally starting to mechanically play Chaos with that amazing deagle play and amazing positioning.
I will just give a little shout out to the professional bamboozer. Hello. Just saw that in chat. 2 AWPs yet again on the CT side finally. That's what you'd expect from a CT side on Mirage. 2 pitchers. They've got the utility, something which the Flying Raccoons are pretty much lacking in this round. Here towards the B site. Chaos. Nice opener to take down Mike. And there's still players trying to push out towards B. Troke wants to find something on A.
Yeah, and if TPG do overextend, they are going to start losing players really quickly. The TPG now understanding that they do need to hold their ground and need to hold every single portion of the map.
Yeah, I feel like they are starting to grow into this and trying to finally understand how the Flying Raccoons are playing. They do have a 6-2 lead, but TPG, if they play it right, could try and get back into it. It is going to be a B site. Execute coming in with 50 seconds still to play. They've got 2 AWPs and an AK. They're 2 players short. And they're going to have to get some sort of miracle to get onto the B site here.
Yeah, and we'll see what we do. So there's the AWP on Cypher left, Tearcarrot and Edgy, both with AKs. the Tech Carrot does still have utility, so he can probably bait out maybe a rotation for his team, or maybe just throw a smoke down that will help his team get in control of the map.
Here comes the push. Edgy to lead it, and just a missed shot there. Slash gets one and can get the second as well. It's Cypher yet again left alone. Has an AK this time, and bit of a dream. Sorry, that's Edgy who's left alive. By mistake.
Yeah, and he cannot get that 4K to win the round. So he is going to go down to EL1. And now the double AWP is on the TPG side. See what they do with it. Chaos, Dragon Eye, EL1 taking the AK that they saved from the last round. Flying Raccoons here have actually run out of money. So they're going to go for the 2 P250s and a smoke. Ooh.
And an ace site. I think an ace site actually going to be coming in here.
I feel like they're just going to try to waterfall out and try to get this free bomb plant.
Yeah, Troke is going to be at least lurking towards B site temporarily for Flying Raccoons. Wants to find something. We'll be able to at least relay to them information of a Molotov, but nothing just yet. And Flying Raccoons really are waiting to see if TPG wants to push this. Nothing from either side just yet. 120 to play.
Yeah. And looks like Carrot is just giving a kiss to everyone so far. He went around everyone in Palace and gave them a kiss, waiting for their push. See how long it takes before these guys actually want to start moving out. Dragon Eye not even flinching his arm so far, just holding that Palace position with just so much.
And if Eli and him play it right, they could do some damage, especially towards the Palace. 48 seconds and Flying Raccoons, still nothing being played. TPG, they're not pushing either, but keep watch because Troke's been able to get a little more aggressive position in the apartments, and all he'll do for now is just provide a fake 30 seconds. Flying Raccoons, it's now or never, guys.
Oh, Troke actually walking past one on the B side. Just the one player is not going to bring enough rotations through. I feel like TPG have already got a read on what's going to happen.
Yeah, the Molotov is there. The utility still being used by TPG to try and block this out. It's a really late call, but here comes the push. EL1 wants to get something. 1, 2, 3. It's an easy enough meltdown.
And the fourth with a deagle. Oh, EL1 just completely massacring them. Just with that AK and the deagle. Now, 4 rounds to TPG. The Flying Raccoons do still have 6 rounds, but they do look like they are now throwing some of these rounds away down the drain.
Good job, everyone. It is a pause being brought in by TPG, who I think it was a round which Flying Raccoons might have done a little bit better, but it was just an eco from them. A really long eco. Took up my entire life, it felt. I'm kidding, as a joke. 6-4 the Flying Raccoons lead. And
yeah, well, I mean, if you've not learned from this, what you should learn from that is don't sit in Palace for 4 years. You're not going to win the round that way.
They came close, though.
They did come. No, they didn't. They just got completely massacred.
Huh. That's my impression. What do you reckon they're talking about in this pause, TPG?
I feel like TPG are probably going to talk about the ways that Flying Raccoon are able to meme it and counters to meme strats more than anything. Maybe they're just waiting for one of their players going to a door or something.
I think actually Marius is just AFK and they were just using the pauses to try and wait for him to come back. He isn't back just yet. Still enough weaponry for TPG to work with on this round, where they've got 2 players towards the connector short area. Chaos is pushing, and how did he not hit that? I thought he would have done better there. Edging has a good angle here. Could try and respond. Nice shot.
Oh, and that's actually an amazing shot with the amazing pre-aim. It is now basically a 3v5 here for TPG, as they still have the AFK player in Marius, who doesn't even have any util if he does come back halfway through this round.
It's a prank. There he goes. He's been disconnected. There'll be another pause I'd expect coming in, but Flying Raccoons, here comes their B-side push now. Such a good position. Cypher gets a kill. Here goes Slash. There is the site. Troke also getting the kill towards the A site. It's all falling apart for TPG.
Troke has been doing a great job entering and lurking so far. He is always on his toes, ready to get these kills. But he does get outplayed there by Dragoneye.
Ooh, 2 kills for him. We'll just hold on to the AWP. It's a pivotal weapon, but money is starting to build up now for the CTs, and even if he lost this, it still wouldn't be that much of a loss because they've got so much money really to work with. I say that, but do they have enough money? Yeah.
Yeah, they will have enough money now. Marius coming back also will have enough money for this next round. But they know where Dragoneye is, and they're probably just going to surround him. Wait for him to push if he does want to. But they're not going to push into him because they are still low on the economy game. Flying Raccoons actually bringing out 2 AWPs into this round. Again, the double AWP so far for Flying Raccoons has been working, and it's weird to be seeing so far.
It is something you can do if you can time and just play it right. Chaos, the opener, in favour of TPG. What's the mid? I think that was Carrot going to be taken down. Troke, just from underpass, has a nice little angle here. If any TPG players do push into them, it's Flying Raccoons though who've gained this mid control easy enough. And if they build off this now, well, they could easily have either side of a map.
And again, this is a recurring problem with teams we've seen so far. It's completely leaving this window position wide open. If someone boosts Troke right now, he has free reign behind this TPG side.
I don't really know what to say. A minute still to play, and the mid control definitely for Flying Raccoons again. There's a little boost in the jungle area. It's something that they've been abusing, and it works out in favour because this is 2 maps now where the Flying Raccoons have just been able to use this tactic, and I don't know how it works out. They're just not using mid, the CT side.
This time it doesn't work out as well as expected. Troke takes damage and goes down to EL1. One taking down second. Slash taking down Edgy mid-air. Cypher left on short. What can they do?
A big dream?
He has 20 seconds and an AWP. I don't think this is possible.
I feel like Flying Raccoons, they're getting the mid control, they're getting that boost into jungle, but they don't really know where to push base off that.
Yeah, earlier in the round, they just had early in this game, sorry, they just had so much confidence, but they seem to have just lost it all.
Beep. Sorry, I thought I heard a beeping noise. That was just me. There's at least the AWP can be held onto by Flying Raccoons, but they can't really invest a lot around this. Their economy not allowing it. So get a double AWP from TPG. The rest of the players with M4s and AKs, and just the default hold and 2 pitches and rush coming in towards B.
Cypher almost getting that opening pick in mid, but without it, it's going to be hard for this to come in. Truly easy trade by Edgy onto Marius. Dragoneye getting one onto Edgy.
And look at this, TPG, they're already rotating. Nice shot actually by Mike. Well timed. Slash in response will get 1, but it's a 2-on-2. Cypher gets the AWP shot to take down Eli. No, the bomb's not really in the best position. It's in the hands of TPG, and I'm just gonna hold it now. Cypher left with his AWP.
Yeah, well, Cypher does have a say in this round after flicking onto 1 in the underpass push earlier in the round. If I had the replay view, I'd love to rewatch it. Do not. And Slash taking down Cypher in the end. That is now 6 rounds for TPG compared to 7 Flying Raccoon side. I feel the Flying Raccoon side so far are just throwing this half.
What do you mean?
They're not. They started out this half so well, but they've stopped being so confident.
Oh yeah.
Maybe there's a sense of tilt in there.
I thought you said growing or something. Anyway, the kills at this point, they are starting to fall in favour of the full buying side of TPG. It was just upgraded pistols for Flying Raccoons, and a round which you wouldn't really expect them to be able to get much. It was an A site execute. They are trying to bring in Marius. Sure, just tag low and will fall back, but that is Slash with one opener towards the A side to try and stop Flying Raccoons from pushing out, and they're still going to give it one more chance. Edgy and Cypher, or Cypher, and Cypher can't do anything.
By all means, by the way, Louis, call him Cypher.
I don't know what.
I've always called it Cypher, but that might be because I'm not actually British, and so I have the tendency to say some stuff American, like I still say lever. Wait, that's right. Yeah.
No, it's called lever.
Exactly. See, now at this point, I actually doubt myself when I say stuff. Like I sometimes call.
How do you spell colour?
No, but I do spell colour correctly. Come on, I've been through the English educational system.
I remember in primary school, one of these kids in my class, like their parents were American or they're from an American background, and we had like this spelling test or something, and their parents, like the kid's parent, like had a go at them because they spelled colour the American way in the test. Oh no, he spelled colour the American way, and their parents came in and said, "Well, it's still correct." I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, outside of the UK, it is actually still correct. But anyway, what we missed is a great 2-kill from Carrot, and then Slash onto back with a great 2-kill back, and another headshot here onto Mike.
Yeah, I keep forgetting this is match or half-time point, and it's just Edgy of an AWP. Edgy AWP, the AWP. Bomb in the hands of two pitchers. It should just be a simple enough cleanup. The CT side. Edgy a minute, and a big dream, and well, at this point, two pitchers, they're just holding the angles. They're just doing all they have to do to try and close out this round.
Yeah, I mean, Edgy still has a chance since that sandwich player is actually still also checking CT. And so if he gets the timing correct, he can get that free kill like he just did.
There's one on stairs, one on ramp. He's got to be careful. It's a game of timing. Dragonite's going to come off better. 8-7. TPG has not been the best half, and they've finally been able to recover something. Back in the lead they go into the second period. Fire Raccoons, this was the half, well, the CT side was where they started to clean up in the first map.
Yeah, and players like Carrot and Mike just haven't showed up this game. Like, as much as Croak and Edgy have shown up, it's not been the best showing from those two.
Anything could happen, it's a tie. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not in chat. TPG then, it's just going to be all their players stacking towards the A side. They're just going to wait a little bit. Here's the push now, and one player on site already. This CT side rotating over.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a really hard retake since these T side have already pushed in and behind this CT side. So these last two are going to have to get their picks very efficiently.
Got armor and a nice shot by Cypher. Or Cypher X.
Yeah.
He'll have to come to me and tell me how to pronounce the name. I'm just going to be wondering how to say it. Just some damage. Receives a little bit back as well.
Well, I mean, as I say to anyone that's trying to pronounce a name, don't doubt yourself. The only way you're going to think you're wrong is if you doubt yourself. There are different ways to say different names. Like, my name, Mandeep, is my actual name, by the way. Yeah, my name can be said many different ways. Some people call me Mandeep, some people call me Mandeep, some people call me Mandeep. It changes all the time, and I never call anyone wrong for saying my name wrong. Just be confident with the way you say it.
And people call me Louis 2000, even though my name's Louis 2K. But you know, I get over that. Mid control is apparent, and TPG is not looking that great. One kill apiece early on for both sides, and I'm trying to work out how the TPG are playing it. I don't know if it's like a default or what. It's weird.
Yeah, well, TPG are just trying to, like, it's been made apparent to me that there are different than just one default. Like, you can call it a B default and then an A default, where you send your lurker one side of the map and the other side of the map is the rest of your team.
I want to say they're going towards the A side, question mark. I can't. It's something you can't really confirm or be confident about. But either way, Cypher a good position in the connector area and do some damage if he times it right. And It's just timing at the moment, which is stopping him from getting a kill. There's one for him though, takes down Chaos.
Instant trade though, and that seems to be the thing that's shutting Rocket Raccoons. Oh, Rocket Raccoons. Wow, I'm so wrong. Flying Raccoons out this round. I feel like I should actually put a stream counter at this point, saying how many times I've said Rocket Raccoons.
My good position and takes down one. Can't quite deny the bomb plant. It is a 2-on-2, an MP9 and a Deagle against 2 AKs, and TPG, they've got this round advantage and the man advantage. Mike has a Deagle and slashing away was 2 nice kills. It's round number 10.
Yeah, and even though Mike had such an advantageous position there, he just couldn't use it to the best of his ability, and they've just been completely shut out this round. TPG just know which angles to hold in these retake positions, and it's just looking so strong.
A nice idea by TPG. They've brought out Mac 10s as opposed to AKs and stronger weapons, just because they'll know that Flying Raccoons don't have the utility and weapon need to work with B control in favour of Flying Raccoons, and well, for TPG, they're just trying to find the kills, and they've essentially got an easy push and an easy pass for the site of A.
Yeah, well, stacks can be so great if you start the stack on one side, but the problem with the stacks that these guys have been playing with is if the team go to the other side, like TPG in this case, they're just going to be completely cleaned out.
Mac 10s was a worthy investment. Did you see that from Eli? He was just allowed to really just...
Yeah, just take that USP and then turn around and get a free kill. Anyway, TPG now going to be upgrading EL's with Mac 10 at least to an AK, and Flying Raccoons here just going to go for 4 M4s and finally sticking with the 1 AWP.
I just want to say this to any German fans, because TPG is a German team, to any of our German fans, Guten Tag. That's the extent of my German. A full buyout then from the Flying Raccoons, and TPG, they're still slightly treating this as a bonus round because they've held on to 2 Mac 10s. The M4s could be a little more dangerous. It's going to be a game of time and who's going to come off better in the one-on-one duels.
Yeah, and as just blowing up on the point you said earlier about German, I actually did some German. So, Guten Tag, wie geht's?
Good danke, du.
Ich bin gut. Ich heiße Mandeep.
So good. Ich bin Louis 2K, meine Freunde.
Ja, ja.
Was ist das Lieblingsmannschaft?
Mein Lieblingsmannschaft ist TPG.
No, I was meant to say Lieblingsspieler, I think. What did I say?
I don't know, you just said Lieblings.
What is,
Oh well,
yeah.
Back to the game anyway. Chaos just spotting out Edgy there. Just spot a gun barrel.
Mike, respond to 1. The AWP down to 11 HP, 13 HP, and it's been shut out of the site. There should be another round in favour of TPG.
Yeah, and they've just been shutting out Team Flying Raccoons at this point. It's been better. I have to say, they have started to slightly play more seriously, and they have been able to get some picks, but it's not been enough. And TPG have finally just warmed up at this point. So
yeah, I think for Flying Raccoons, the reason they had a good start was because they had the momentum going from the first game. I feel like TPG didn't really have a lot going for them. I'm amazed actually that Flying Raccoons still haven't got much more of a lead, considering they played this match. They should have been happy with it.
On Dragon Eye taking out one of the one of the Flying Raccoon players, meaning Flying Raccoon are only going to be able to save the 1 weapon into this, which they're going to chuck towards Troke. They're going to do a triple scoped setup, 2 scouts and an AWP. I've never seen this come out before. What do you think is going to happen?
It can work. I feel like 3 AWPs is a bit risky. Scouts, you're not really losing as much, so it can work. Edgy wants to find something on the B side, won't be allowed anything just yet. It is for the TwopicturesGaming side, just a default play coming out, and mid control again. It's what they're trying to achieve. They've got it now. They're just clearing out the angles at this point. One-on-one duels. And a nice shot by Mike there just to shut down one player in mid. Man advantage, Flying Raccoons side.
Yeah. You can see... Oh, and the Chaos has just left server. TPG do lose that one player on Marius against Croak. Troke, sorry, not Croak. That was anyone's duel. They both were looking away from each other when they came and actually duelled.
It is going to be the B site where TwopicturesGaming will try and take this. A nice scout shot will at least provide some damage to Slash, who's going to continue to push out anyway. Dragon can get a kill, and that's B site in their favour. They do have 2 less players compared to the Flying Raccoons, and the all goodbye not looking too bad for them.
Yeah, I mean, the Chaos is now rejoined, which is a very good sign for TPG here. But they do lose the player on Dragon Eye and then Slash, and it is actually a very clean round from Flying Raccoons, and they're starting to finally come back, starting to finally build up that confidence again, and no longer playing like absolute babies, and finally starting to push this correctly.
That's the first round that they've picked up in this second period here, and money will allow them to buy out, as will TPG. So our first major gun round in this second period, and I thought one of the players didn't have a weapon there for Flying Raccoons, but they're all good. It's all fine. TPG, well, an A site execute going to be coming in with the addition of utility.
Yeah, and it does look like an A execute here that's going to be coming out, a very early one at that, and it might just be to not have to face as much counter utility as they would like.
Good use of utility from both sides. I'd still say that TPG have got the better chance here. Bomb goes down, and Eli and Marius, they found a kill each. Siffer gets one in response, but Eli, another one for him. Carrot, there's some kills coming in, and Limecon's not out of it yet. Siffer against 2. Now there's one in ramp, there's one more in Palace he's got to deal with. Has a smoke, probably not the best idea to use it then. That might have just cost him the round because he's only got a flash to work with. This would be big if he can do something there.
And he doesn't have enough time for this. He has to hold it, and the L1 just takes him out. So it did get very, very close for TPG there. They pushed through smokes into places that they shouldn't have. But in the end, they do win the round. Not as convincingly as you would like it, and they're starting to actually lose the money that they saved up in their coffers to this point where they can't actually buy next round if they lose this against a half buy of the Flying Raccoons.
No, it came back to that one round last time where the Flying Raccoons got the defuse and denied them that round. Nice shot, Edgy. Can at least deny one, but it is the CT side for one player short. They've got an M4. That's their only primary weapon at this moment. What is this from Troke?
He does spot the bomb as well. That is big information for the Flying Raccoon side. And the missed smoke costs Marius. All this is going wrong for there is a lot going wrong for TPG here, but they still do somehow have at least some control of the situation.
The nade idea was there, but it wasn't going to be enough damage from Dragon towards the jungle player. Eli and Dragon, they're all sort of pushing towards the A side, but look who's closing in. Flying Raccoons, one CT, one stairs. A nice shot by Edgy. He can't do anything against Dragon. Mike just about secures it. Round number 9 for the Flying Raccoons.
Yeah, and TPG here not having enough money. They've crippled their money so much to the point, without winning these rounds cleanly, to the point that they're going to have to eco this, buy down to 2k, buy some deagles maybe, but not enough to get anything like SMGs.
I feel like... Actually, to be fair, didn't TPG do this in the first map? Like they... Oh no, it was the other team who did that. Ignore me, sorry. I was going to say, wasn't it TPG like on the eco rounds? I don't mind.
Yeah, well, if you have an interesting point, bring it up, by all means.
No, I wasn't sure.
This 3v3 can actually... It's a 1v2 now. Dragon Eye, no armor, just a Glock. and a dream.
A big dream indeed. It is Edgy and Cypher, who each have M4s between them, and well, luckily for Dragoneye, the bomb wasn't quite taken towards either site yet, but he still could run into trouble here, pushing towards the A site. At least one player will back off temporarily. Cypher makes his way towards B. Dragoneye, if he can just hit his shot, he might have a chance here, but he's got to time it perfectly against Edgy.
And he's been spotted out, and just his head has been snapped completely back. Dragoneye losing another round for TPG, although it was a very, very good eco, crippling the money of the Flying Raccoons even more than it's already been crippled, to the point where they might not even be able to fully invest into full rifles.
They've just about got what they can, I think.
Yeah, that FAMAS is something that they're going to have to live with. It's not as ideal, but it's still worth it.
Just a slower paced round for a change. Slash gets an opener for the German team towards. I think that was mid, they found that kill. And Flying Raccoons, they're playing this quite aggressively, especially in mid, which they've got full control of at this point. And unless TPG can push out and surprise Troke off guard now, I just fall apart for Flying Raccoons.
Yeah, and it's another kill for Slash. He's just getting quite a lot of them. Troke getting traded there. It just seems that Flying Raccoons are playing off their mechanics and not playing off any game team sense so far.
Watching Chaos, 2 missed shots, really unlucky there. It's Cypher left against 2, the Alpin Palace, the AK on site and backing out to CT. And TPG, they've just got to hold off the angles at this point, try and get something. Cypher.
Yeah, he's just going to save this.
Yeah.
He's too far away for Chaos to hear. If you thought that Chaos would hear him running down mid, no, he's too far off. They checked the bomb just in case, but now I think he's going to try to get rid of this AWP. Oh, and you can see how close they were to each other there. Either one of their heads could have been fucked off.
That's what I kind of love about spectating these games, because you get moments like that which is just down to pure timing, and it just shows the sort of mindset both sort of sides have.
Yeah, and
anyway,
it also shows how much game sense each side have, because if those timing moments are perfect for one player or another, it shows how much effort they put into this game and how much they know the game and how much practice they put in.
I could just shut you down and just say it might just be luck.
Yeah, well, timing is mostly luck, but a majority of the time, as far as I've seen, some of the big timing moments in CSGO have been due to players knowing what times to be pushing, what times not to be pushing, and knowing how other players play.
At this point for the Flying Raccoons, it's not been the best round for them. They had the most awkwardest buy ever. You had players with rifles. What is that, Troke?
Troke is the new Foon.
Hello, Foon.
Hi, Foon. Hello, YouTube.
We're all on YouTube now, boys.
We're on YouTube.
Talking about YouTube, you can subscribe to Scorpia on YouTube. They upload all the VODs, all their highlights and stuff. You can find them on YouTube. I'm not sure what their channel name is, but do check them out and do follow them on Twitter and Twitch.
Yes, !! Discord, !! Twitch, !! Twitter, and those are how to get the social medias and the bots.
At this point, though, match point for TPG. 5 rounds for Flying Raccoons to try and get back into this, and the money is available for TPG. Flying Raccoons, it's just going to be a force out. Pistols, the most uncomfortable buy for them, and they're going to have a stroke of luck to try and get back anything out of this. 2 towards A, 2B, and 1 mid.
Yeah, now you think if they didn't meme at the start of the game, they might have had a lot more rounds into this. This might have been much more closer than it has, and it's actually looked like such a close game from our spectating. The scoreline doesn't show how close it's been.
Just watching that though, Chaos did make a mistake. He was pushing through a smoke, and that allowed the CT player to run forward and pick up an AWP, which is now in the hands of Edgy. Three players on the A site, 2 on B, 5 Raccoons, so just giving up mid and hoping to find something. And a lot more damage done by Cypher, but he can't finish it off.
Yeah, well, that damage can come back to haunt TPG in the future. We'll see what happens. Oh, and it just seems to be damage coming out. Nothing more than just some damage.
Are they lining up smokes for like an A fake or something?
Yeah. That's a good connector smoke if you ever want one. If you guys do actually play, but yeah.
It's going to be the B site where they're trying to push towards one last chance. Mike, he gets one, Trope gets a second, and this might not be over yet. What? Mike, how does he get that? It's Marius with 18 HP in a dream, and there's the first. It's just him against Edgy in kitchen.
Edgy does have an AWP though. But they've missed the timing on each other. And in the end, TPG do lose the match point round. And they've been crippled to the point where they're going to have to eco through this one. Try to get another match point round. Flying Raccoons now buying into this round. Very comfortably. Seeing what they can do.
Good chance for them to try and come back. A scout, an AWP, an M4 or 2, and a UMP is what they're going to use to try and hold off this push. TPG, they're just going to use the pistols and hope for the best. Or the CT side, they've got 3 players towards the A side, I guess, if you include mid, 4 players on.
Mike with the great spray transfer for the first, but does miss the next few. But good that his teammates have his back, getting those next few kills. And it is now 15-12. TPG can let this fumble. I don't expect them to let this fumble like this.
No, I don't. It is a TPG side who won't be using any AWPs this round. They're just going to push out the B site, the smoke there, just to deny the Molotov. And, well, Cipher, he can't do anything. Edgy responded one with the AWP, but the bomb will go down here. TPG, a big chance for them to close out this game.
And Carrot. They're not gonna expect him this fast, are they?
Potentially a 3-on-3. Oh, that's so good from Chaos, and Slash cleans it off.
And that's a GG. I think that's the last match of today. What did you think of that so far?
You're the analyst here, not me.
Hey, I am the analyst, but I still gotta ask you what you thought. Yeah. Honestly, I think that game was more thrown by that Raccoon side, but as I've been told earlier in the last game, they do want to play someone else in the lower bracket.
Yes, talking about the lower brackets, involving those games, it will be CS, GS taking on BitKill, and Albert taking on Glacier. Still a chance of both those sides to progress to the final and join. Was that TwopicturesGaming who cleaned that out? It was TwopicturesGaming who won that 16-13. Hello?
Yeah, that was a 16-13 scoreline to TwopicturesGaming. The German side taking another easily win.
It was closer, and they tried so hard, and what the result they want. Flying Raccoons then, a second chance in the lower bracket later this weekend. And
yeah.
I think that's gonna be it from all of us here.
Yeah, that's it from us here on the casting desk, even though we're on 2 different desks right now. But yeah, that's it from me and Louis. If you haven't, please check out Louis on Twitch. I think it's just Louis2K on Twitch.
Yeah.
And
I prefer to sort of shout out my Twitter.
Oh, and his Twitter, at Louis2K_. And other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. And farewell.